Well, what up? What up? Hey, everybody. How you guys doing out there?
Everything's great.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, if you guys don't know John Lee, you should.
Yes.
This is pretty cool for podcasters out there, for all podcasters. And I'm going to have John basically go into what his business does. John, would you please like to go ahead and just kind of get things going for us?
Sure. We make custom branded mobile apps for content creators, specifically podcasters. So if you're a podcaster and you're trying to grow your podcast into a business, trying to generate some income and make that sustainable, you're going to want to have a website. But in addition to a website, we can make you a branded mobile app so you can be in the pocket of your listeners. So they're one tap away from listening to content, engaging further with you, the show, but also converting to becoming a customer. That's it in a nutshell.
So what's your background in podcasting? Are you a podcaster as well? Have you done it for a while? And then that's the idea of getting the app, or were you just an app developer and thought you could support people in the podcast?
I'm a power listener, I'd say. So I've been listening to podcasts for many years, and I follow 20 plus shows. And a couple of years ago, I wanted to make my own podcast app where if I were a listener, I could be listening to your show, for example, and I could tap a button, reply to you guys, or just say, great show, and then get back to what I was doing. So talk back to the shows in the app I'm using to listen to. And that just didn't exist back then. And even now, they don't really exist where what I wanted to do was if your show was an Apple podcast, for example, I could see your Twitter feed and I could like the tweet that you tweeted about the episode or comment on it, and then just get back to what I was doing, because I'm running or doing the dishes or running errands when I'm listening to podcasts. I'm not just sitting there watching a YouTube video, I'm doing things. So I wanted to make it really easy for the listener to engage with the show in the app they were listening to and then get back to what they were doing. So that's how my journey started. And I was in product development at the time. I still am. I've got a full-time day job as a product person for a software company. Mm-hmm. But going down that road, hiring an agency to build the app for me, it cost a lot of money and took a long time, and they didn't produce something that I could actually launch. It was full of bugs. And then in the time it took for us to build that minimum viable product, I saw other social podcast apps coming and going in the marketplace. There were things like, Anchor was the first, and Anchor, I guess, succeeded because they got bought out by Spotify. Right. But there were other apps that came and went. Breaker was one of them, just came, went. And a lot of other apps added social features into their apps, but they weren't really being used. And so I came to a crisis last year. I was thinking, I've built something that no one's going to use, and I'm not going to be able to make money and cover my costs, the investment I put into this. So I had to think of another idea. And the one that we started experimenting with was, we have this app already. Can we white label it for podcasters? Because I haven't seen many podcasters, only the biggest ones had their own app. But the regular podcasts, they didn't have their own app. So maybe we could white label it for the everyday podcaster as well. Right. And that's how the idea started. And we've grown since then and tweaked the technology, made it much easier and faster to launch apps for podcasters. But that's the business now. In January, we kind of relaunched the website and are moving forward with that as our value proposition, making it affordable for every content creator to have their own mobile app. Whereas in the past, and even for myself, the cost of building an app from scratch is just way above what most people can afford.
Right.
So we're providing an affordable option to do that.
Absolutely.
So what do you find is the biggest, you obviously done some market research and stuff like that. What's the biggest draw to the app right now for people, besides just having your mobile app? But what's the one thing that you see that they're really getting in and utilizing the most in your app?
So initially, we got more interest from networks, podcast networks. I think because they're more business-minded to begin with. Right. So they're a network, they've got shows underneath them. They're a business. They're attracting advertisers to sponsor their shows. They're running a business. So they saw the value of having a mobile app immediately. it's the same value prop as having a website, right? You as a podcaster are trying to draw your listeners back to your website because that's your home on the web. That's where you're going to engage them further and ultimately convert them to becoming a patron on Patreon, for example, or to buy merchandise and start monetizing that audience. That happens on your own property. I know you can do it now on Apple, but they're going to take 30% of the cut, right? So there's a huge cost to trying to monetize your audience through third-party platforms. Best to have them just come to your home so you can own that relationship going forward and not have a middle person, just managing that relationship for you. So, and having a mobile app is just like that, except your front door to your home and to your shop is now in the pocket of your listeners. So you're with them all the time, and you can engage them, send them a notification. They can open the door to your shop any time of the day, and listen and engage, and then buy. Hopefully, that's the goal, right? To have them become customers is the goal.
Nice. And for these apps, we all know that you can get them through your phone. You can get them through, excuse me, I can't talk right now. I got to spit things out. But where would you be able to find this app at? Can you find it on the Google App Store, the Android App Store, Apple Play?
In our description.
Yes. That's what we're trying to get at, to get people to, feed in. And then the website. What is the website?
So our website is called custommobil.app, just very descriptive, custommobil.app. Okay. And the apps we publish go to the App Store and Google Play. So if you have your own Apple developer account, we can publish under your own account. We can't publish on your behalf on Apple. They're much more strict. So you'll need your own Apple developer account, and we can publish under yours. Google's less strict, so you can publish under our own and you can make your own. It's very cheap, $25 to make a Google Play account, one-time fee. So our apps are on both the biggest app stores.
Nice. I like it.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
So, just for everybody, like literally, this is the world now.
Yep, right here.
So having an app and having it at a cost-effective situation, like you said, to develop your own app is the same. And I've definitely looked into it. I definitely know that we need one.
Yes.
And so, but everybody's here. This is where everybody is all the time. It's always on you at all the times. Yep. So people need to get a hold of you. They need to go check out the website.
Definitely.
Is there a good demo video? Like, how does it all work for people to kind of see what's going on?
So if you click through our website to the App Store buttons, you'll see one of our client apps directly. You can try their app. We published one for the SGPN network a couple of weeks ago, and that's the one you'll see if you click through, so you can try it, the actual app. We've got customer testimonials there too, so you can listen to the videos that our clients have made, talking about the apps we've made for them. If any listeners or watchers come through your show, we'll give them the first month free. That can be an offer that we offer to What Up listeners. I like it. As long as they mention What Up, I ask every single client how they heard about us. If they mention What Up, you'll get your first month free.
That's awesome.
All right, everybody out there, you guys heard it here right now. If you mention What Up to John, he's going to go ahead and hook you up with a month free.
That's awesome.
That's pretty fantastic.
That's really cool. I love it.
I love it, John.
We got to check this out. We got to get it for ourselves.
Yes.
Hey, really quick. You're in the corner right now. I'm going to back you into it. What's coming up? What's new? Can you let us know a little bit of what you're working on?
So our apps are really small business apps. If you're a small business of any kind, even a storefront selling merchandise, we make small business apps. So the goal is to expand out from podcasters to content creators in general, but the ultimate goal is to make it accessible and affordable for any small business on Main Street to have their own mobile app and own that relationship with their customers. In the meantime, we're definitely going to prioritize podcast player features so that the listening experience inside our apps will be as close to what you're used to in Spotify or Apple Podcasts already. So that's where our priorities are in the short term.
Fantastic. Well, that's great. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Excited to have you on the show. And definitely there's a lot of content creators out there, and everybody since the pandemic, the unicorn pandemic,
Yes.
it seemed to join on to that. And what's really interesting is there's so many great podcasts out there, but they don't know how to utilize it. So having John on the show there, having people come and listening, and also following our YouTube, they're going to get a chance now. Again, 1 month for free. Mention What Up with Rob and Chris. You're going to get a month for free. Let's go check that out. We want to sign up.
Definitely.
As well.
That is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked about that.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be looking into it, checking things out as well.
Yeah.
I like this. I would love for you to come on the show and say like 6 months again, just kind of let us know how things are going, what's going on. Give us an update.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
This sounds like it's going to be so much fun for all of us podcasters. Would you even be able to work with folks on YouTube as well? Or would you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can pull in your YouTube channel right into the app. I think SGPN has a YouTube channel as well. So if you go to their app through our website, you'll see it pulls in their YouTube channel. So the point of it is to keep all your content in one place. Like podcasters usually aren't just doing audio. You're going to be expanding out into video. You probably have a blog as well. So making it easy for your listeners to see all the different kinds of content you have in one place is also a huge value add.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the podcaster's business card now.
Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
We're going. Yeah.
I like it. Hey, John, you want to give any shout outs to anybody out there?
Well, thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate this interview. I'm trying to get the word out to everyday podcasters who may not be thinking about their shows as businesses yet, but should be. And I'm thinking about how to monetize their audiences. They're growing their audiences. They're really focused on growing their listenership, but how do you make money off your audience, right? Thinking about that is also really important. And having a website, having a mobile app is key to monetizing your audience. So we want to help with that.
Well, I think the next step for you as well is, because a lot of podcasters that come in and fall in love with your stuff are going to tell other podcasters.
Yes.
An affiliate program.
Yes,
that is
definitely.
Yeah. We do have a very simple referral program. So if right now it's basically if you bring in 5 other customers at any level, you'll get your year free. That's our very simple program. So you can get your app free for a year if you bring in 5 friends.
That's perfect.
That's pretty sweet.
Well, John, I've had a great time talking to you, and thank you for coming on What Up with Rob and Chris. And we will follow up with you in about 6 months, and we're going to go check out this app.
I know, definitely. Hey, we highly recommend everybody else does too. Remember.
Thank you.
What up?
Yeah.
John, thanks again. You have a great day.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.